FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching.
Special edition. Startober 2020.
That's right. This is going to be a parade of starts.
Yes.
And we
Get your pencils, get your paper, so you can write down.
This is one you want to maybe keep notes on. This is going to be a showing of the starts we are going to make during our Whistle Stop in Ohio get together at our friend Lisa's. Mm-hmm. And we have we have been keeping away from starting projects.
Right. So let's give a little backstory for anybody who is new. So here locally, we have a group of 9 amazing women, 2 of which are Pam and I, and 7 other amazing girls that we call our Whistle Stop crew or Crockpot crew or whatever. They're interchangeable. It's the same group of women. And back at the end of 2019, one of the girls in our group, Katie, hello Katie, hi Andy, she is kind of like she's our engineer of the group, you know, she's like very logistical and like rules and like all the things, right? And so she decided to set up this challenge, and she was like, hey, let's do this challenge. It's called Whip It Good, where we just focus on working on our whips all year. You don't have to play. If you want to play, cool. If you don't want to play, cool. And then the challenge was to have no starts in 2020. Now, of course, there were allowances for some of us in the group. Like Pam and I, we do the ornament a month. Right. That was an allowance. If we have our Secret Santa exchange we do in December. Stitching those gifts was an allowance.
And then every so often, given events in our lives
of 2020,
Katie would post in our Facebook chat group, okay, everybody can do a quarantine start.
Right. We had a StitchCon start.
We had a StitchCon start.
We had a Stitch Away start.
Yeah.
And so, but Katie was like the rule setter. So she would come to us and say, hey, whatever. So we've had allowances throughout the year, as you guys who have watched us
some of us are still in it.
Yes.
And some of us
have
decided to drop out for their own reasons.
Right. We have been told that there is a prize at the end.
We've been told it's monetary.
I mean, she can give me $1 and I'd still be proud. Okay, so it's cool.
Yeah.
And so what I think, at least for me, I don't want to put words in your mouth, Pam, but I know that this year for me has done 2 things. It's been really interesting because one of my starts, which when all the Be Well and Stitch charts came out, we were told from Katie that we could stitch any or all of them, as long as they were part of the Be Well and Stitch movement.
Right.
And I stitched the Let's Stay Home from Hello from Liz Matthews, and that was one of my first things I ever did on 40 count. And then my quarantine start was one on 40 count, and I fell in love, as you guys know if you followed us this year. But because I haven't been able to start anything new, it's really been give me the opportunity to focus on starts that I really want to have and finding the perfect fabric. And like every time I look at these and talk about these projects, I just get so full of joy and excitement, and that like it's like an emotional overload, and I just like want to cry because I'm so excited.
Right.
So, and then on the flip side, it's made me finish things.
Right. And of course, I finished quite a bit.
Yes.
Because of Whip Go, for one thing. Katie's also been doing Whip Go. But anyway, the other thing that I was thinking of when you were talking was that also what's been ongoing the last several weeks has been organization of our stash. And to narrow down the number of starts that we could logically schedule from Wednesday to Sunday of our get-together is very, very difficult. And so for both of us individually, it's been a shuffling over the past 9 months of what do I want to start in Startober.
Yes.
And I could come up with a whole new assortment if I really
Yes.
was allowed to.
Right.
But
And so this window
how-
coming up
right.
is, so it's 5 days of the days that we would be in Tennessee, typically we'd be in Tennessee, but 2020.
Right.
So we're going to be Stone, Ohio, like Pam mentioned at the beginning. And this is the whistle stop window where we are allowed to start as many projects as we want in
Right.
these 5 days.
Right.
Once the 5 days are over, then we go back to no new starts for the rest of 2020.
Right.
So there are some of us who are still in the Whip It Good Challenge who are going to have maybe 2 new starts. And then you have those people, and then you have the opposite end of the spectrum, people like me, who I plan on having 25 new starts, sort of like a very condensed, insane banana pants mania.
Yeah. Yeah. How many do I have? What did we decide?
Oh, I think 17 or 18.
Yeah.
And
I have a ton.
of course I have a list. And so anyways, that's just like a little background on this. We were talking about how, at least I think it was you and I really want to do it next year too. I think this was really good to like really get me focused. And now like all of these projects, these 25 projects that I'm going to start, I literally cannot wait to get my hands on them.
Yeah.
And so I want to focus on those in 2021.
Right.
And that way when October hits next year, I have a whole nother set of amazing projects to work on. So, okay, so when I go to Pam's, October starts. Pam, you have 16.
I have 16.
Yes, I do believe
So
so.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know how much time we'll actually spend at Lisa's on Sunday. That's usually our pack-up morning if we were to be down in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So
true.
to me, that seems reasonable to start 4 each day.
For you, yeah.
I don't have a definition of a start. I've heard some people say 10 stitches. I've heard other formulas for what's a legitimate start. But I can certainly pick up 4 different projects and start them in one day.
Oh, yeah. That's easy.
That's easy for me. I don't know how you're going to schedule yours.
Oh, I'm going to do 5 a day.
Okay.
So, because I have 25.
Oh,
so
okay.
5 a day.
Right.
To me, a start is like, I mean, technically a start is 1 stitch. Technically.
Yeah.
But I'm going to, like, I'd like to see like a little motif or like, I think it's going to,
some progress.
yeah, it's going to vary per project. You know what I mean?
And
So
hopefully the fabrics that we've chosen are going to work well. I mean, I suppose there's always that outside chance that we're going to put our first stitches in and go, oh, I don't like this coverage.
Yep.
Or, oh, this isn't showing up like I want it to.
Or I just don't like this fabric. Like a lot of my
So
fabrics I've
that
never
comes
stitched on.
with starting any new project, whether
It
it's
sure
1
does.
or 16 or 25.
This is very, very true. Okay, I'm just checking my list here. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to talk about, at the get-go, we're going to show you projects that both of us are doing.
Either in tandem or together.
Yeah.
So, also I just want to mention that we have some projects that we're going to be starting on certain days. But for the most part, I've made a wheel. I think I've made a wheel for Pam too.
Right.
So yeah, so we have a wheel that we're going to spin, and that's going to basically determine like what we work on that day or what we're going to work on next or whatever. Right. I'm going to do it as a next thing, not like I'm not going to spin the wheel 5 times right in the morning.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I'm going to spin once, fun. Work on it, spin it, work.
Each spin be a surprise.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Have each spin be a surprise.
Every spin should be a surprise.
It should be. Okay. So the first project this is the first time in Just Keep Stitchin history.
Oh dear.
That Pam and I will be stitching the same project.
Mm-hmm.
And it is both. Pam, show your bag.
Oh yeah. These are our
Mayflower bags from So Much to Love.
So Much to Love, right.
And inside of here is Coming to America by With Thy Needle and Thread. Very excited about this. I thought, okay, so we'll be at Lisa's over the 6th of October. I think so. Because if we are, then
Wednesday is the 7th.
Oh, then no. Okay.
Right.
Then no. Okay. I thought maybe we would be. So, we are both doing it using all of the called for threads. However, Pam, what are you stitching yours on?
I'm stitching mine on 32 count vintage country mocha. And it basically looks like that.
Yep.
And
that's the called for color, but not the called for count. But
right.
Pam likes 32.
Right.
And I am going to be stitching mine on 40 count exemplar from Lakeside Linens.
Right.
So it's going to be two very different looks. Very exciting. I'm really excited to see how those shape up.
Yes. So we won't start those at the same time.
No.
Because we'll individually spin our wheels.
Right.
But that is in our schedule.
And you keep your bags over there.
Okay, I did.
Okay. Okay. And then the next two are in I have them both in one bag. So this is another So Much to Love bag. And I came up with this idea after seeing, I think it was Marissa at MKissa, talk about a round robin that her and some of the main stitchers were doing.
Right.
And I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard of. And so I really wanted to do it too. And so I brought the idea to the girls and they all were like, that's cool. So that is from this book, Our Lasting Friendship by Blackbird Designs. And we are going to be round robining this gorgeous sampler on the back. So how the round robin is going to work is that all 9 of us have picked our own fabric and our own floss. Pam and I are both going to be doing it called for threads. We'll show you our fabrics in a second. But, and then I redesigned this whole middle motif to be able to hold 8 different blocks of initials. And then whoever the owner will put their initials down by the date or somewhere around, and then all of the rest of the girls will be inside this box. So I had to do some finagling. It took me a while, but I designed it for everyone. So all 9 of us, I did customizations for all of us because I wanted them all to fit in that box. I was determined. But like mine's on 40 count, Pam's on 32, and so on and so forth. So some of the girls are doing full color conversions. Some of the girls are not like us, so it'll be really cool. So this is what
you have. Okay.
Yeah, so this is what the threads look like, and and then one thing, so I did all of like the thread prep. All the threads are pre-cut, all the fabric is cut, all the project cards are made. So that's yours.
Okay.
Mine is going to be stitched on, wow, mine is Legacy 40 count from Picture This Plus. And that is the threads. So pretty. And what's yours, Pam?
Mine is on 32 count. Legacy.
But yours, that's actually vellum.
Oh, you have it wrong?
I know, I wrote it wrong.
Okay, so this is vellum.
It's got a more green cast to it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a green cast, and it's 32 count, and so that's going to look...
so those greens are going to look so good on there.
Yeah.
And those are all the called for threads.
Yeah, it's going to look lovely.
It is.
So that's our lasting friendship.
Yes. Okay. And then can you put that in there for me, please?
We have done a couple of different things when we've gone to Tennessee. One time we bought the same fabric from the same dyer and all came up with our own projects.
Yeah, that was really fun.
So we've done different things like that.
We have.
When we've had our whistle stop retreat.
We have. Okay. And so then how that's going to work is that at Whistle Stop, all of us on the same day, we haven't decided what day, but one day we're all going to start it at the same time, and then we'll work on our own parts of it. And then once the retreat is over, then we'll pass it to the next person. And then they have a month, and then we'll pass it, and then they have a month. And then it should work out that all of them will be done by Whistle Stop 2021.
Yep.
Okay, and then the next project, which Pam and I are stitching, it'll be one piece when it's done, is the Berry Bowl Sampler by Heartstring Samplery and the Scarlet House. This was a Market 2020 release, and if I'm not mistaken, I am doing the Heartstring Samplery side, and Pam is doing the Scarlet House side, because it's more, there's like, I don't know, there's like a blue tone or something. So, we're going to be doing this exactly as called for, okay? So, however, the thread is 36 count, and we're doing it on 32. So, these are both the called for fabrics.
You mean the fabric, not the thread.
Thank you.
The fabric is 32.
That's what I meant.
Not 36.
Correct. Okay. It calls for 36 count, and we're, because Pam likes 32, so we do 32. So, these are the two pieces of fabric. These are the called for. So, this is 32 count Heartland and 32 count Wren.
Yep.
And then these are all of the called for colors.
Oh gosh, it's going to be gorgeous.
So we're going to start this on the same day.
Yeah.
So we can take pictures over there.
Right.
So, okay. So those are the 3 projects that we share together in some way, shape, or form.
Either, like she said, either in tandem or together or simultaneously or however you want to say it.
However you want to say it.
Right.
All right. So now we're just going to go... She shows one, I show one, she shows one, I show one, she shows one, I show one.
All right.
And then I will obviously end it with the, because I have more projects than you do, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so why don't you start then?
Okay, that sounds good.
Since you have the most.
Since I have the most. Oh, yes, and this is in this lovely bag, also from So Much Love. I picked it because it's 2 squirrels in tandem, just like me and Pam. Okay. So, let's show this one. So, this one is in this lovely So Much to Love bag. This one is the only one that I'm still a little worried about.
Oh.
Hopefully, by the time you see this video, I have the fabric.
Oh.
Because it's been ordered, but it hasn't shown up yet. So, if it doesn't show up in time, then I will make another decision on a different fabric.
Okay.
Yeah, because... and you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
Okay, so inside this beautiful bag, you will find The First Day of Christmas, a Sampler and Tree by Hello from Liz Matthews. And I plan on stitching all of these samplers. This is so pretty. I'm serious. Okay. So, and I'm going to stitch them in the sampler size, and I'm going to stitch them all individually, frame them individually, and then put them on the wall in the shape of a tree.
Ah.
And I think that would be so cool. So, I am going to be stitching that. I have ordered the sampler. I've ordered the 40 count fog to do the sampler. Has not shown up yet.
Okay.
It's okay. It's all fine. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, that there is like a contingency in Katie's rules that if you start a series, you can continue the series. Oh, okay. So I also have my Second Day of Christmas in here for when that time comes. And I'm going to be doing all of the called for DMCs. So I have my LaDonna Sampling and Memories thread keep for the first day. And then I have all my DMCs all cut on here. I also might make a last minute decision and do the NPIs. But she calls, like, it says DMC first. But, so, these are really pretty. Pray for me in hopes that the fog comes in time.
Right.
But if not, I think I have some really good neutrals from, like, Color and Cotton or something that I think could work. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you do another one, since you have more than I do?
Okay, that's fine.
You do 2 and I do 1, and it should end up being...
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Okay. Alright, this one, I think you guys, if you've watched our recent videos, you probably have seen this. This is in this super freaking cute fox bag. And in this bag is, hold please, Year at Hawk Run Hollow, by Caritas Samplings. Yep, so excited. Oh my god, every time I look at this, I just get so...
We're going to start on the upper left-hand corner?
Yes, yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'm going to, so I'm just going to start this, obviously, in October, and then, like, get the frame done for January, and then put it away, and then come January of 2021, I'm going to do 1 block a month. That's my goal.
That's your goal, okay.
So, we'll see if that happens, but that's my goal. And, I can't remember exactly who I heard this from, but I think it was Jen at Quirks and Stitches, or might have been Amy at Amy Loves Toads. I don't know. But sometimes the DMC conversions from needlepoint silk to DMC that's listed on the charts of these are not always the best. And so I just was like, well, let's just play it safe. And so I'm going to be stitching it on 40 count sampler gold from Color and Cotton, using all of the called for needlepoint silk.
Okay. So you're just going to go along, and then if something doesn't look right...
No, these are the called for needlepoint silk, so I don't need to do any conversion.
Oh.
Originally, okay. I was just going to do DMC, and then I was like, well...
So you're playing it safe.
I am playing it safe.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a few projects in here that are on needlepoint silk, and are using needlepoint silk, and it's the first time I've ever stitched with needlepoint silk. But everyone, especially Liz Matthews, has said that needlepoint silks are absolutely fantastic, so I'm very much looking forward to using them.
Great.
Plus, I spent a crap load of money on them.
Yeah.
So I will like them.
You're sort of invested.
I am.
Okay. The next one in the pile is... oh, this is kind of appropriate. Another So Much to Love. Beautiful.
That was our March bag of the month.
March bag. And, of course, St. Patrick's and good luck and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. This is, we're going back, we're doing a deep dive.
Deep stash dive.
This is a deep dive. I am finally going to get around to stitching Monopoly. These are a couple of needle minders that I've been collecting. One from an Etsy store that I don't remember, and another one from our friend Colleen at Rebel Stitcher. And so I've lent this out. I've gotten it back.
Now it's about time you stitch it, Pam.
It's about time I stitch it. I'm going to be using the Call for DMCs. And because when I played as a kid, the board had a sort of mint green tint to it.
It sure did.
I searched high and low and finally came up with Grateful Gray from Witchelt. And so you can see it's got
graceful gray.
What did I say?
Grateful.
I'm trying to read your writing.
Hey.
Graceful Gray. Mm-hmm. So it's going to have a little green tint to it.
It's perfect.
And
all the call for DMC.
My original plan, and all the call for DMC, my original plan was to have a game board wall of which this would be the centerpiece. I don't know if that is going to work itself out.
Yeah, it is.
But
it's going to work itself out.
That's the plan. Okay.
Cool.
So, that's Monopoly.
All right. This is in this fun bag, which is Houses of Amsterdam. And this is a pretty easy one to explain. This was a very last minute addition because it just came out not too long ago. And this is Reflections of Amsterdam by Ink Circles. Here we go. Love it. And I am going to be stitching it on 40 count stone by Fiber on a Whim. So it's like a light. I wanted to do blues as the colorway for both the fabric and the floss. And so this is lovely. I'm actually stitching my October ornament on this same fabric, and it is a fantastic fabric. So 40 count stone from Fiber on a Whim, and then the floss I'm going to be using is one color, and it is, ironically enough, Americana by Weeks Dye Works. But it's just the really perfect bright royal blue that I was looking for. So, yay!
Great.
Okay.
I'll do another one.
Okay. Well, can you put this away?
Yep.
Thank you. I don't want to waste the people's time, you know what I'm saying? Okay, next.
Where's your blue floss?
It's on the floor.
Oh.
Hold on. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Next, in this very cool cat bag that glows in the dark, is one of my only projects that is not on 40 counts. Which is pretty funny. Okay, so this I'll take that from me. Is Let's Talk Autumn by Hands On Design. And I'm going to be doing the pillow. I do want to do all 3 of these pieces, but for now I'm going to be doing this because if you guys remember, I also bought the fabric bundle to make this quilted pillow, and my best friend Kia has already said that she would do it for me, do the quilting of this pillow for me. So I'm going to be doing that first. And I'm going to be stitching mine on 32 count, because it needs to be the right size so it matches the pillow. 32 count Belfast linen in charcoal by Zweigart. And I'm going to be using all of the called for DMC. And yeah, it's called for DMC. Which it's going to be very pretty. I'm very excited.
Put your floss on the ring yet?
No, because I hadn't done that because I'm just going to do it as I cut them. So, because it's so small that I don't know how many lengths, you know what I mean? So, that's
right. Okay. This bag came from our last
video.
Featured bag maker.
Stonehouse Stitching.
Stonehouse Stitching.
Pulled that one out of you know where.
Okay. This was
Rebecca, I think her name is.
This is another deep stash dive for me.
Oh, yeah, it is.
This actually came from the Stitch Niche in Lexington, Kentucky. I don't even know whether they're still
no, I do not think so.
But this is from Blue Ribbon Designs, and it's called 6 Bats and a Witch's Hat. And
have you done any of these? Haven't you done one of these?
Yes, I have. I can't remember which one I've done.
Nope.
I think it had something to do with spring.
I was going to say, I think it was like a floral situation.
Right. It was a floral situation.
Pam is also not a thread ring girl. So.
Well, for some things I am.
For some things she is. Excuse me.
Yeah. So I'm looking for the project card. You didn't put a project card in here.
I didn't. I'm so sorry. But that's the called for fabric.
So I'm doing this on...
Because it was already kitted.
Was it?
Yeah. Okay. The fabric was in it. And you were like, well, the fabric's already in it.
Oh, okay. So it looks like it's...
Oh,
really?
No, that's not right.
No, that's not called for.
It looks like 32 count summer khaki.
Well, we don't know what this is. We don't know what this is, but that's what it's going to go on.
Let me see. I mean, it looks like... I mean, it's definitely 32.
With all the called for floss.
Because this paper says 6 bats. So, I mean, that's the right fabric for 6 bats.
Yeah. So, we're good.
It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
It's going
to be fine.
Oh, yeah.
And
keep this one to the side so I can check it.
Look at this adorable
cool bag.
So,
and you're using all the called for floss?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. So I have that, which is, you know, because my stash goes back a ways, people.
Just a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that on to the side so I remember to check it.
Okay, to the side.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, next is in this bag that says put your big girl panties on and deal with it. Which is a bag that was made by my good friend Vicky at Stitch and Button. Okay. Oh yeah, see, I gave up halfway through these DMCs, so I was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. Just do it as you
As I go, yeah. Okay, so in here is a chart that I'm not going to be able to pronounce the name of, except I think it's called, it's April is the first word, Dolce Dormir. Whatever. This is the chart. It is by Madame Chantilly. Look at those bunnies. So I actually first saw just this guy stitched up at the Crafty U. And I was like, what is that? I need it. And they were out of it. And so then I bought it. And it's by Madame Chantilly. So this is the name of the chart right here.
I think it's Sweet April Nap or something like that, because the bunny in the wheelbarrow is taking a nap.
Yeah, look at him taking a nap.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be doing the large piece, and I'm going to be stitching it with all of the...
Call for DMC.
Look, I gave up halfway. Call for DMC on 40 count granite by Spike Art. And it called for it to be on natural, which, like, okay, great if your natural looks like that. But our natural here was far too light.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of white.
There's a lot of white, and I really wanted the white, like in the flowers, to pop, and it wasn't going to do that. And so, so very exciting times. Thank you so much. Next.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Another one.
That way I can put mine away and you can pull yours out.
Look at this great
yeah,
bag.
that's the other one from Stonehouse Stitching.
Right. Another deep dive. For me, this is from Victoria Sampler. And I have never done a Victoria Sampler. So I'm kind of excited
never done
about
one ever?
this one. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I have quite a bit. But this is called Picking Pumpkins Harvest Done.
It's called Pumpkin Cottage.
Pumpkin Cottage. She's got a little verse up there. Pumpkin Cottage from Victoria Sampler. Isn't that pretty?
It's so cute.
And I have the Victoria Sampler pack of...
You might do some prep work on that before you start it.
I don't know. You know, just wing it.
Okay, fine.
Boy, this pack was costly. I'm not going to tell you, but this was costly.
Holy bananas.
And I am stitching this on Domicile.
Nope, Demoiselle.
Well, I'm looking at it cross-eyed. Demoiselle.
What color is Demoiselle?
I don't know. Demoiselle.
Demoiselle.
Demoiselle. And so it's on a pale, pale blue.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. And I probably... Wow, that's attached.
Well, I can get it off. Put it to the side. I'll work on it.
We haven't looked at these in a while. We've been putting them in piles, but we haven't really
studied them.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they've been in a pile for months.
Anyway, so that is...
Pumpkin Cottage.
Pumpkin Cottage.
Lovely. My turn? Okay. Next is in this super freaking cute cat bag from So Much to Love. And so you're probably thinking that there is a cat inside. Or a cat... There's definitely not a cat inside this bag. But a cat project. And there's ironically not. So I might switch the bag up just so I don't confuse myself. But in this project bag is one of my unicorn charts that was sent to me by a dear, sweet, lovely stitchy friend, Robin. And this is by Birds of a Feather, and it's called Winter Sampler. So, the called for fabric is 36 count Meadowlark by Birds of a Feather. And it just so happens that a couple years ago, someone was doing a D-stash, I don't remember who, and we landed on an entire yard of 36 count Meadowlark from Birds of a Feather. And it's been sitting and sitting and sitting because neither one of us really wanted to stitch on 36 count. But we knew that the fabric was really great, and so we wanted to get it in our stash. And now all I want to do is stitch on 36 and 40 count. So and now I'm like, ah!
It worked out.
So, and I was really struggling to find a fabric for this. I really was, because I needed something that was dark enough to have the white of the snowflakes pop,
right,
but light enough. Well, I need the white and blacks to both show.
Right.
So, believe it or not, there's actually 4 different colors in there. And so, this is what Meadowlark looks like. Beautiful. And I will be stitching it 1/2. And with these colors here.
Yeah, there's very little red.
However, there is no red in the chart. It actually is charted as orange.
Oh, that's
And it's supposed to be a heart. And it looked like it made the whole look spooky. And I wanted it to look Christmassy because it's a winter sampler. So I changed the orange to Ruby Slippers from Classic Colorworks. So it would look like it's supposed to in my brain.
Right. Okay. Is that 2 for you?
No, that's just 1 for me. One for me. And I will say that it was mildly painful to cut into that beautiful yard of Meadowlark.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I hope this is correct. It was, don't worry. Okay, next. This is another bag of the month from So Much to Love.
Such beautiful bags.
You know, Pam, there's so much to love about So Much to Love. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
As you can see, we haven't looked at these in a while.
Right? So this is actually going to be Kia and I's next stitch along. So we have our BFF Sal that we always have going, and all we have left on Sewn in Friendship is putting our initials in. And so now we need another one. So the next one that we're going to be doing is another Plum Street Samplers, and this is called Soul Sisters. And it reads, in friendship, let's join thine interest with mine. I love it. And I'm going to be using all the called for threads, and I'm going to be stitching this on 40 count Newcastle linen in Pearled Barley by Lakeside Linens.
Lovely. That blue is something else on there.
I know. It's going to be gorge. And I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Because it's your turn now.
Oh, okay. Okay, another deep dive.
We've worked so hard to, like, make sure that these are all organized that, like, I don't just want to, like, throw it to the side.
Right, right.
So I got to put it back in the bag it came out of.
This was a fun bag.
Yep. Love it.
Black Cats, White Pumpkins. Love it.
Yes.
And this is from Sam Sarah. And it is called... Oh, the feel of this
I know.
fabric.
Oh, I haven't cut that yet. Put it to the side.
We have some prep to do. We have time.
Yeah.
This is from Sam Sarah, and it's called Spook Line.
I've never seen anyone stitch that on FlossTube.
Well, there, you know, you have to go back a few years.
I mean, not that I've seen everyone's FlossTube ever, but
I mean,
yeah,
you're good about finding the year.
2004.
2004.
It's a good year.
Yeah, Spook Line.
So cute.
And I am stitching this on an uncut piece of.
It was a Friday Night Fight Night fabric.
It was a Friday Night Fight Night, so it's unnamed. And it's from Be Stitch Me.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And I could fondle this fabric for a long time.
It's beautiful.
And we struggled. We have a lot of purple pieces of fabric, but we wanted to make sure, obviously, that the ghosts showed up really well.
Yeah.
So that's
Pam, that's gonna look dope. I'm so excited for that one for you.
Yeah. That's gonna be hard to put down.
Yes. Plus, that fabric is like butter.
This fabric is just amazing.
It's really great.
So that's Spook Line from Sam Sarah.
And you have are there any buttons?
Yeah, where are the buttons?
Oh, right here. Okay.
They're stapled to the inside. I saw them. Yeah, there's some cute Jabco buttons. That
really probably won't take you long to stitch.
I think it will be a cute stitch. It'll definitely be done before next Halloween. So
let's go.
Let's go.
Get it done, Pam.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you all know or should know by now, one of my most cherished friendships is the friendship I have with Kia and Liz. And that has been a 2020, the best thing to come out of 2020 for me is my friendship with those two girls. And fun fact, I'm not telling tales out of school here, but Liz Matthews 99% of the time does not stitch other people's designs. Because she's working on her own stuff, you know, which makes total sense, right? However, she is making an exception for a stitch along between the three of us, me and Kia and Liz, that we are starting in October. So, I think it's hilarious that this is the exception that she's making. Oh, that's on, don't look at fabric it's on. That's funny. So this is this super cute cat and mouse bag that was made for me by Janet Quirks and Stitches. And the chart that we're going to stitch together is Kindred Spirits by Kathy Barrick. So she's not really, you know, dropping too far from the tree here.
Right.
But it's got 3 birds on it. And then we're going to change, I think this is what we decided, change the initials of like the K, L, and the S to like either this lighter blue or like this color or something, just so they stick out. Be really cute and really pretty. And oh my God, I can't show this.
Just hold them in your face.
We have mildly inappropriate floss drops for this, so I'm just gonna not show you the floss drops. But
you can show the colors. You can.
Yes. So I'm stitching this again on 40 count stone from Fiber on a Whim. And I'm going to be using all of the
Yeah, that shows it all.
called for needlepoint silks.
There you go with the needlepoint.
And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So excited.
It's going to be stunning.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, and I'm honored. I'm literally honored.
That'll make Kathy happy too.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, can you put that in there for me?
Yep.
Thank you. All right, next is in, this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited about all of these. You have no idea. Okay, so then in this lovely bag with all these happy cats on it, this was made for me by Pam Ormsby of Stitching Between the Lines. And inside this bag is another market release and you probably have seen other people on FlossTube stitching this, which is totes fine. Ow. Okay. Oh, this is the inside of the bag with the rainbow paw prints to match. So cute. And this chart is Seeking Refuge from the Scarlet House. And when the world seems to be out of control, I find a way to nurture my soul, seeking refuge with needle and thread. The angst and anxiety no longer I dread. So,
Well, that's appropriate for this year.
I mean, yes. I'm going to stitch that and cry into my fabric. And I'm going to be stitching mine on 40 count doubloon from Picture This Plus using all of the called for colors. And in case anyone is wondering, I don't know if you are, but on 36 and 40, I stitch 1 thread over 2 on all things. So, in case you're wondering, that's the deal.
Good point.
Okay.
Take that.
No, because you show yours.
Oh. Okay, so
We'll get it figured out about when we're done.
another lovely bag from So Much to Love.
This is a So Much a Love show.
I guess so. And this is the Cipher.
Words are hard, okay?
Sister Suffragette from Summer House Stitchworks. You've seen lots of people stitch it this year. And I am doing something a little bit different because I saw someone do this. This hasn't been cut yet either, has it?
Yes, it has.
Oh, it has? Okay.
Yep.
This.
Oh, no.
No?
Nope.
No. Okay. I'm... Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is on Hermosa 32 count from PTP. And as you can see, I'm going to be doing it on the blue.
How cool is that, though?
With the called for DMC.
It's going to be so good, Pam. I can't wait.
I know. This was not original to me. I saw somebody somewhere on social media, I think Instagram.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Who also... Have I got them all?
Yeah, you do.
There's only 5 colors to this,
Yep.
people. So...
It's going to be so good.
There you go.
There you go.
As long as my blue is dark enough
Yeah.
be set off on this. This needs to be cut.
Yes, and we got to make sure that we can see that on there for sure.
Oh yeah.
But you're comfortable darkening the blue if need be, though.
Oh sure.
Oh
yeah.
sure. Oh sure. She's flexible, you know.
Yeah. So that is year appropriate as well.
It sure is.
Yep.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next is in this freaking cute fox bag. Oh, dead. And this is going to be a stitch along that I am going to be doing with your friend of mine, Annie Joyfilled Stitcher. I'm so honored that I get to do a Sal with Annie. Oh my gosh. So, we are going to be stitching Return to Kindness. Yes. Return to Kindness, because there's two, so I'll show you them. Return to Kindness by Hands to Work. And I'm going to be stitching it on 36 count Honey by Be Stitch Me, which is this lovely like golden yellow color. And I'm going to be using, let me fan these out so you can really see, you know.
Ooh, ah.
And do not worry, this color is fully enclosed. So,
there you go.
And the companion piece is this guy, which is Be Not Weary. And that one I'm going to stitch after this one. But Annie and I are both going to be stitching this on that Friday. So you said, what, Wednesday's the 7th? Mm-hmm. So we're starting this on the 9th together because she was like, I can start it whenever. And I decided we wanted to start it on a Friday because fun FlossTube Friday with Annie.
Yeah, that's her FlossTube night. So
it is her FlossTube night.
That'll be cool.
Very cool. Okay. You guys. Okay. This bag was made for me by Katie, the mastermind behind all this insanity. And in here, you guys, I can't. Words are just so... wow. I'm so excited about this start. Okay. So, in this bag is Consider Lilies. And I haven't even told Pam this yet. So, I'm going to... well, I have decided that I'm going to change the words in the middle. So, currently they say, consider the lilies of the field, they neither toil nor spin. Okay. And like, as soon as I saw this at market in March, I was like, I must stitch this immediately. And then obviously by immediately, I mean October. And so I scoured the Googs last night for some inspirational quotes.
Last night? Just last night?
Yes.
Oh.
That's why I haven't told you about it yet.
I was going to say.
For some inspirational quotes.
Did you find one?
I found like 5.
Oh, okay.
So I need to find something that's like similar in length to this. I don't want to have to do a lot of finagling. But I'm so excited about this.
Right.
And I will change the saying inside. So, I'm going to be stitching. I, again, struggled to find fabric for this until I went to Craft Gallery, maybe a couple months ago now, with Colleen at Rebel Stitcher. And I landed upon 40 count Murmur by Picture This. Plus, it kind of looks like peach ice cream. Mm-hmm. And all of the called for colors.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So, I can't even handle how excited I am for this. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a project I look at and, like, get verklempt. Because I just cannot wait to stitch this chart. I'm so excited. And I've been level 10 excited since March.
Yeah.
And that's when you know that you should stitch a chart. If your excitement for a chart is, like, at this level, at a 10, for almost a year,
you know you gotta stitch
it.
Yeah. Okay.
What's next for you, Pam?
I'm not sure. No, but I got a peek.
Right, because it's in a closed.
Oh, all right. So here we go with another So Much to Love bag.
They're just so good, you know?
They're just perfect.
Just
anyway.
Anyways,
we're back to Sam Sarah.
Oh,
folks.
wait, can I say something really quickly?
Yes.
Okay, I would just like to thank all the needle workshops in the United States for putting together this thread pack, because it took basically each of you to get all of these threads, all of the call for threads. So thank you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now continue. Back to Sam Sarah.
So we're back to Sam Sarah.
Yes.
And we had Spook Line before. And so now we've got Hairline.
Look at their big toes.
Some of you newer stitchers are going to be like,
what
I have never seen these toes.
Because Pam is old. I'm kidding. Just kidding. It's a joke.
So this
Calm down.
is, do we know what this is?
Yes.
English Ivy.
28 count.
28 count.
Ooh, so pretty.
And
you bought this at the Finishing Touch.
Yeah. at the old location on Hurst.
Oh, that's hilarious.
At the old shop. Yep.
That's funny.
That's how long I've been around them, folks.
Been a minute. Okay.
It's been a minute.
That's so
and
funny.
so I've pulled all my threads for hairline.
Yes.
And I'm glad to be doing this one because we don't really have a whole lot of spring.
We don't.
Things. And it's got its own set of Jabco buttons.
Sure does.
So I'm excited about that one. That'll be precious.
It will be.
And so that is
I'm excited for you to stitch some of these older charts too.
I am too.
Just because
I
you're
like to get people scurrying on the internet.
You're terrible, Pam.
Hunting for designs. That's like
you are actually terrible.
My fun.
All right. Next is, thank you, is this bag with these sexy cats. This bag was made for me, I think. Yep, by Linda Jo, Pretty Southern. And in here is another one of them charts that I was like, Stephanie, why are you just letting this sit in your stash?
Really?
Oh yeah, and then the inside's got this cats. It's like almost terrifying, but funny. Okay, so next is, this chart is out of print. So I'm very sorry. But this is Into All a Good Night by Blackbird Designs. Look at that house. I'm so excited. And I will be stitching that on 40 count Sand Dune by Lakeside Linens. And I will be using all of the called for threads. And I'm a little shocked and interested to see how this house comes together because it's called for to be done in this color.
Yeah.
And that's the house.
Yeah.
So we shall see how that goes.
If it looks too pinky, you may change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I haven't made an executive call on that.
Because you want it to look Christmassy.
I very much want it to look Christmassy.
Obvious.
You are correct about that because that's Christmas.
Right.
Right. Okay. Don't know why that's in there. Okay.
Uh-oh. This ring came open and all the flosses came off, so...
It's okay, Pam. Just put
It's a real loosey-goosey one.
Oh,
it
is it?
doesn't stay together. You need to find another one, so...
Set it to the side.
Yep.
Okay. Next is in this beautiful So Much to Love bag with all, look at all the bee skips. And oh man alive.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. In here, hold please, let me get my sheet out so I know what to tell you. In here is another market release from 2020 that I am as equally excited about now as I was then. Mm-hmm. And that is Huckleberry Farm from the Blue Flower. So, let me tell you a funny story real quick. So, I saw the model of this at market, obviously. And I fell in actual love with it. And I was like, I want mine just like that. Well, you know, then of course there was this thing that caused everyone to go inside forever. Mm-hmm. And finding, and this is an amazing chart, and a lot of people wanted to stitch it. I don't blame them, so do I. So all throughout this year, Pam and I have worked to piece together these projects. It's not like this last week we went out and bought all this stuff. We've been buying stuff for this all year, which is another good reason to do it. So you spread your expenses out. But anyway, and I could not find 40 count shale by Pictures Plus anywhere. And then I finally did, and I found it at the shop in Arkansas, the Stitcher's Garden. So shout out to them. And so this is the 40 count shale. Now I will say that the cover model makes it look more purple, but this is exactly what it looked like.
Well, it looks more purple in person than it does on camera.
Yeah, this is true.
There's definitely see, it looks gray.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got a mauve tinge to it.
It sure does.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be stitching mine on 40 count shale by Pictures Plus using all of the colorful colors.
Yep. Look great.
So pretty. Mm-hmm. Very excited about that. Mm-hmm. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Excuse me.
This is in a very nice patriotic bag.
Yes, it is.
With check on the inside. Love that combo.
Love it.
And
here for it.
The next one I'm going to do is from Chessie and Me. And it is called Grant House 1865 Sampler. This is the Grant House in Galena, Illinois, that I have not been to yet. It was supposed to be in this year's travel plans on a possible trip to Wisconsin again, which, of course, we couldn't make.
Right.
I am a huge Grant fan.
Loves him.
Love U.S. Grant.
I don't think this one's been cut either, Pam.
And, of course, he was one of our 6 Ohio presidents. Mm-hmm. And looks like Stephanie's got a lot of fabric to cut. I am stitching this on 32 count Bramble. And all the called for colors. So
yep,
the red is
really pretty.
Yeah. It's mostly red rocks, and then there's another red called Baked Apple from Weeks. But so that's Grant House.
Yeah, that's gonna be really pretty.
And like I said, I'm a big Grant nut, and
she is. She's all about Grant, you know.
Watched the recent series on the History Channel and read the big book and all that stuff.
Read the big book.
Right.
Okay, next for me. You set that to the side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's mostly to the side.
This is another fox bag. Look at those foxes. So freaking cute. And in here...
Oh, our tone changed.
Yeah, it'll go back. It's because I just put the orange bag right up close. Oh. There you go. The autocorrect color thing. So, and then this is what the inside of the bag looks like. Love it. Okay. Why did I put that all in one bag? That's freaking weird. Whoa.
Almost. Good thing we're doing this video now so that we can see what we have.
I know.
For prepping.
Well, see, I did all my own prepping. I wasn't aware I needed to do all of yours as well. Okay, so this one is, now I have one fox chart that I've completed, FFO'd. It's on display. Obviously, having our fox family this spring was a big part of our 2020. But the other fox one I have done, I stitched long before we had the fox family. So thanks to all of you and my own research, I've been inundated with fox charts, and it makes it very hard to pick what the first one will be. But I've decided that the first one I'm going to stitch for my fox wall is from Artful Offerings, and this is called Red Fox Vineyard. I just think he's so lovely. I actually like the grapes, and I think it gives it a pop of color. I might change the word vineyard.
Right. We've talked about a lot of options.
We have. Haven't landed on anything I love, but whatever. And this is a 40 count mystery. I don't know what the name of it is, but I know it's 40 count, and it is from Fiber on a Whim. It's got like a green sort of cast on it, and using all of the called for fibers. Look how pretty that is.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
And that's the purple of the grapes. Look how cool that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be really awesome. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
Whoever can count how many times I say I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Take a drink or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Eat an M&M. Do whatever you gotta do. Okay. Next is in this Blackbird Design fabric bag. Oh yeah. See. The sampler fabric on the inside.
Ooh.
Love it. And what better to be in a lovely autumnal Blackbird Designs bag than an autumnal Blackbird Designs chart. So this chart, preface this by saying that this chart is not available yet. It originally was a club kit that was offered by Dying to Stitch. It's been out since 2018. Like, the club was in 2018.
Yeah.
So I think it's coming due to be released hopefully soon. So cross your fingers on that. Mm-hmm. And this is called First Winds of Autumn. Look at that big old berry. I'm very excited. And I actually had a local stitching friend here who was selling the whole kit. Or everything but the fabric, I think. So it was this chart, obviously. And then she also was so kind and had the Lady Dot Creates cotton velveteen, which is really cool, that you put on the top of the berry. And then she also had given me
her leftovers.
I don't think she stitched it.
Oh.
There was no. I think she kept the stitching fabric.
Oh, I see.
For her stash, but because there was no fabric to stitch it up, stitching fabric.
Okay.
So these are all the called for colors, and in order to get it to be the same size as that large berry, which is exactly what I wanted, then I have to stitch it on 36 count, and this is 36 count Edinburgh linen from Zweigart, and it is platinum.
Yeah.
So. A basic cream, not that exciting. But if you look, I mean, this is like, the bird just takes up so much of it. You know what I mean? So, all these colors look really great on this platinum, so I'm very excited about that.
Very good.
Oh, take that from you. What you got next, Pam?
Okay, coming up next is in this adorable patriotic whale bag.
Yeah, buddy. We love a patriotic whale.
We love a patriotic whale.
We do.
This is from, I'm going to get rid of this cellophane.
Yeah, that's what I did with mine too.
Because don't need it.
Annoying.
This is from Roveras.
Yes.
And looking at all these notes here. Oh, okay. And it's called
Ocean of Liberty.
we're gonna call it what's on the design. Of course, she doesn't title her designs, but this is called Ocean of Liberty. And
look at that whale.
Look at that whale. That's an awesome whale.
That is
Ocean of Liberty by Roveras. I'm going to be stitching it on
the called for fabric.
Is this the called for?
It is the called for, yep.
What is this little charm?
It says made with love or something like that.
Where did I get? Oh, I got it from Roveras.
You did, yeah.
I got the Roveras cloth.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
And that's a hand-dyed fabric from her that you can get from her Etsy.
Okay. And then the blues and the tans.
And, of course, the white of the whale's belly.
Right. So that's going to be fun. I haven't even untied.
the fabric yet.
Do you think I need to cut that? I guess we're going to find out.
No, I don't think you need to cut it, because...
But look, it's just perfect tone.
Because that's what it was stitched on.
Okay, fine. So that's going to be...
4, 5. I'm just seeing how many you have left. 2, 3, 4,
I think it's going to come out about right.
6. You have 5 left and I have 6 left. Yeah!
Yeah.
Good job, Pam.
Okay.
Alright, so then I'm just going to do one, then you'll do one, then I'll do one, then you'll do one. Okay?
Whoops.
Oh, that goes in your whale.
It does?
It does. I was worried that was going to happen.
It's a little anchor?
Yep.
I don't know. But
Just
we're
put
gonna
it
in the bag.
Put it with the whale.
Okay.
Okay. Next in this very autumnal, so much to love bag. What's in here? Oh. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, man. See, some of these I prepped months ago, and then I was like, okay, done, in the pile, and haven't looked at them since then. Right. Oh, sweet baby Lord. Okay. I'm so excited. If your closet doesn't make you do this, then
find another hobby.
Pick another hobby. Okay. So this is Olga's autumn stocking, you guys. So pumped. So pumped. So pumped. So pumped.
The day we are recording this, not the day you'll see it, but the day we are recording this video, it's 1 week before our get together.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And thanks to Katie, who has a fantastic fabric stash. She gave me this beautiful piece of fabric to stitch this on. And this is 40 count linen from Silk Weavers in the color Tuscan Clay. And I will be stitching it with all of the called for threads and things.
Beautiful.
I'm so excited about this. So, like, again, so excited, so excited, so excited. Here, you have to show yours now.
Okay.
Because we're doing 1 and 1. 1 and 1, Pam, 1 and 1.
Okay.
You can do it.
All right. Another beautiful nautical bag.
Yeah.
With a beautiful zipper
that
pull.
Is pretty.
And this is one. It's actually patriotic as well. So it contains a patriotic design that I've been wanting to stitch for a very, very, very long time.
This is true. I can attest to that as truth.
This is from Little House Needleworks. And shout out to Julie at Gulf Coast. She's been wanting me to get going
oh, yeah, that's
for a
right.
long time. This is 13 Colonies from Little House.
Oh, look at that middle.
And...
Oof, oof. Oh, it's going to be good.
It is going to be good.
It's going to be really good.
So I'm stitching this on, and I don't know whether this has been cut yet either. You got some cutting to do.
Pam, I think it's been cut.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know what it is? Is it the called for?
No.
Okay, so we have a mystery.
Yep.
A mystery fabric. But I'm sure it's 32.
Yeah, it's 32 count for sure.
32 count linen. And
I know it's from Whitechapel. Does that help?
Yeah. And
you're like, no, not at all, actually. Yeah.
And here's my
Hot Mess Express.
Hot Mess Express floss.
Have you noticed all of mine are on these pretty rings?
You know.
That's because I take the time and care.
Listen.
It'll
get stitched.
You want to know why Pam's finished so much and I haven't? Because I've been busy prepping 25 frickin' projects.
So that's...
Wait, can I see this fabric? I'm pretty sure that this...
What's the call for?
Navy being by Lakeside. This has been cut, Pam.
Okay, so that one's actually done.
Yeah.
Prepped. Whatever.
Yeah. I know it's been cut, but I know it's from Whitechapel, but I couldn't tell you what the frickin' color it is.
But anyway,
cool.
So that's 13 Colonies.
Cool. Okay. Next is, and this one has been on the docket since I was so lovely given it, but I'll explain. Look at this bag.
Oh yeah, that's great. We got that fabric in
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yep, with the pink check, and then we sent it off to Quilting Grimalkin to have her make us bags, and that was one of them, and I'm very excited about it. Okay. Yep. So this incredible chart, again, was a club kit for the Quaint Country Ladies Club at Country Sampler in Wisconsin. It is not available to the public yet. It is not available to the public yet. Okay. However, I saw Lisa, Kindred Stitcher, I saw her stitching it on Instagram, and I was like, that is the cutest. And I know Lisa, we've gone to retreats together, and so I shot her a message.
Took a chance.
And I was like, hey, so I was just wondering, you know, maybe. And she was like, absolutely. And I was like, I will buy it from you. And she said, absolutely not. And she said, except that I pass it on when I'm done stitching it. And I was like, you got it. So this is from Pineberry Lane, and this is called Merry and Bright. I love this so much. And she sent me the leftover threads, but there was very, like, because these kits, like you saw with that other one, they give you like enough lengths to just stitch it. And then they don't give you full skeins, which is fine, but she just gave me the leftovers that she had. And so what I did was I actually like cut up the card that she sent and put them on this beautiful ring. So, and then the fabric I'm stitching it on is 40 count Oats and Honey by Dixie Sampler.
Oh, that'll be pretty.
Very exciting times. So it's very holly jolly. I love this. Thank you so much, Lisa. And as soon as it is done, I already know who it's going to when it's done. So
great.
So thank you, Lisa, for that. Can't wait to stitch it. What's next, Pam?
All right, the next one. This is in a beautiful diddly daddle bag.
Yeah, it is.
Love it. And oh,
those are my favorite.
This will be my first Carolyn Manning. And it is called Halloween Hamlet. I mean, stop. Just stop.
That's pretty cool, though, Pam.
That is just too cool for school.
Too cool for school.
I am going to be stitching it on another piece that Stephanie needs to cut.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Yep.
Yep, you can tell.
Why didn't you organize them for me and tell me which ones that you need to cut?
I don't know. I'm too busy stitching.
Yeah. So, the truth shall set you free.
Yes, the truth shall set me. So this is on a piece of Astraeus from Under the Sea Fabrics.
Is it 32 count Joblin?
It is 32 count Joblin. Yes.
You're welcome.
So it's going to be on this piece of Astraeus.
Her threads aren't on a ring. I don't know if you knew that.
And these are the colors. So, you get the picture, right? Yeah, you get the picture.
Put it to the side.
So, but isn't that going to be cool?
Yeah,
Halloween
really
Hamlet. Cool. And it's from her Takes a Village collection. Carolyn Manning Designs.
I'm very excited to see that come to life.
And that is going to be a hard one to put down.
But you can see the difference in the purples, right? Between that and the spook line.
Yeah.
In that, I don't think the whites pop as much off of that as they do off the other one.
They don't need to as much.
Correct, because the ghosts in this are backstitched.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be super, super fun.
All right. Next is in... Well, hold on, let me take the pattern out so you can fully appreciate the beauty that is this project bag. Because, man oh man. This one I've had set aside. I can't even tell you when I kitted this up, but this is fabric that I bought at a amazing woolen shop in Iowa last fall. And I bought the coordinating fabric as well. This is another one of those bags I sent to Clothing Grimalkin.
Yep.
And inside of that bag is Newcastle Bouquet from Teresa Kogut. And so this is an interesting story. So I know that there's a lot of people out there who feel differently about this, but I like the old weeks, which is the non-Zweigert based weeks. I like the Zweigert based too. It doesn't matter to me. I like them both equally. I show them both love equally. But I know that there are some people that are very like, nope, I don't like it. And that's totally fine. Teresa, not Teresa Kogut, but Teresa at Quilting Grimalkin is one of those people who doesn't like the non-Zweigert base weeks. And so she sent me a message and she said, hey, I have started Newcastle Bouquet on the called for fabric, which is the 40 count straw. Yes. By Weeks Dye Works. And she's like, I'm willing to send it to you if you would like it. And I was like, what? Yeah. And so I'm like, I don't need the chart. I have this chart in my stash. I'll add it to my October starts. I promise. So, I did ask Katie if this counted as a new start. And she said yes, because I haven't stitched on it, which is very true. So Teresa has started in the upper left, which is where I probably would have started as well. And so this is the start that she has.
Pretty. Oh.
She's a beautiful, beautiful stitcher.
Yeah.
Beautiful stitcher. I love this. I love this so much. And so I have this obviously fully kitted. And I will continue to add to Teresa's stitching and make note of that when I finish it.
Wonderful.
So thank you to Teresa Kogut, to Teresa at Quilting Grimalkin.
Right.
And very excited.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, the pile just keeps going on and on and on.
I know.
This is a lovely diddly daddle bag, and I sent her this Civil War
fabric
that I bought in Cincinnati, and she made a bag out of it, which I love.
Yeah, I think you showed it just on Instagram, and she was like, "I'll make you one."
Right. Wow,
Pretty cool.
We have got an assortment, people, of
really wonderful people.
Wonderful, well, I was going to say designs.
I mean, that too.
But,
yeah, I like
I have actually had this in my stash for probably 20 years.
Oh, yeah, easy.
When did they put this out? Again, from Finishing Touch on her spawn.
Wow, you found some winners down at Finishing Touch, huh?
Well, back in the day. This is from Blackbird Designs.
This is out of print as well. Full disclosure.
And, I mean, just the Finishing Touch location for one. Yeah. And the fact that, yeah. So, this I'm going to stitch on 32 count.
Fawn.
The floss is just in a
bundle.
In a bundle in the bag. I'm not going to pull it out of it.
It's all the called for DMCs.
We struggled finding the right fabric for this.
Well, tell them why.
I can't remember why.
Well, let me tell them why. So this is full coverage. So all of this behind the flag and behind the word America is stitched. And so I said to Pam, I said, do you want to stitch all of that, or do you want a fabric that looks like that?
Yeah.
So she picked a fabric that looked like that.
That's right. It all goes back to me now, and I'm stitching this on Fawn from PTP. It's got a crease in it, but you can see.
It's going to be
so it's going to be very pretty. I'm not going to just, another fistful of floss.
Oh, but that's so entertaining when you do that.
Maybe entertaining, but whatever.
Okay.
So that was a deep dive.
Oh, I love this bag. Okay, so in this bag, look at that.
Oh my god, I love that.
Isn't that so freaking cute? All right. So this one is fun. Okay, I mean, all of these are fun. What am I talking about?
Yeah, they're all fun.
Okay, so this is the inside of this bag. Love it. Okay. So this is one that you probably would not think that I would ever stitch, but I will tell you why I'm stitching this. So let me get this stuff out. So, because you gotta see the stuff. Okay. Tedra, if you're watching, look up.
Right.
All right, so this chart is Print Village by Lori Holt. Love it. This is pretty. Love all the houses. But it wasn't like at the top of my list of things to stitch. I hadn't even purchased a chart. I was just like, yeah, that's pretty. Like maybe one day I'll buy it, whatever. And then I was perusing the Instagram. And one of my friends, one of the Stitchy friends, who has come to StitchCon, I've met her a couple times. Her name is Tedra, and she is on Instagram as T Jeter, TJETER 912. She posted this, and I had to pick my jaw up off the floor, and I was like, what in God's green earth is that? Because I need it in my life. And she was so lovely and so wonderful, which I didn't expect anything less. But, so she, I messaged her and I was like, this is beautiful. Is there any way that I can get your conversion? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. And so not only did she just list off the colors, but she literally sent me all of like the placement and where everything goes, and I'm like,
that was amazing.
Blessings upon you.
That was amazing.
And so I'm going to be stitching mine on 40 count light mocha. I don't think I cut this one yet.
One she didn't cut of hers.
Yeah. 40 count, but I might need the whole piece, though. No, I don't. But anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
40 count light mocha from Zweigart, and in this color. And then these are all of the, and I can easily show them because they're all on a ring. All of the beautiful blues, greens, and reds that Tedra used, and I literally can't wait. Like, I'm so excited. Like, it's gonna be so cute. Yeah, so much thank you to Tedra for that, and I can't wait to share it with you when I stitch it. I mean, you all generally, but Tedra specifically. So I don't know what she stitched hers on. I don't think that it was 40 count, but. And I'm sorry if 1,000 people now want your conversion, Tedra, but it's so good. Yeah. Okay, what's next for you, Pam?
All right, so this is in a lovely, we call them big bottom girl bags from So Much to Love. This was a custom bag that Karen made out of some stitching of mine. This is a design from a leaflet called Crates and
signs.
Barrels. Crates and...
No, that's a shop.
Oh, that's where
Crate and barrel.
Something crates. It was a bunch of old farm signs or something.
It was like a leisure arts book.
Yeah, it was an old leisure arts book. And so
leisure arts.
She took that and made this beautiful bag and had a... It even has a... sidekick bag, or even, no, smaller than a sidekick bag.
No, that's a sidekick bag.
Oh, it is?
It is.
So I have a sidekick bag to match, I have a grime guard to match, and I have clip-on straps.
So typically these sidekick bags are used to hold your floss.
Nope, all this floss wouldn't fit in that. I might put a subset of the floss in...
This was Pam's Mother's Day gift from me.
Yeah.
Well, the flosses were, technically.
The flosses were.
Because there's so many.
They're on rings.
Yeah, so this is true. They went over there. That's
okay,
funny.
so this is going to be my
I forgot
My
about that.
first, I think my first praiseworthy, and I have a ton of them, but this is the first one. I saw this on the wall at, I want to say it right, the L&S in Moncton, New Brunswick, and it's called
Because You Count.
Because You Count. Gosh, you weren't even there and you remembered. So this was on the wall, and so this chart came from Canada, and it is Winter at Beacon House.
It's so pretty.
And I just
that is
love
so
it.
much snow.
Just love
That
it.
is so much snow, bro.
And here, in fact,
Oh, that's hysterical.
is a printout from the wall at Because You Count, taken with my phone in 2016 when my sister and I went to Canada.
Yes.
Funny story. We come out of the L&S. My sister in Wisconsin went to Canada with me in 2016. And I laid down quite a bit of money because it was Canadian money, so I did quite well.
Yeah.
And we get in the car, and Laura goes, well, that was pretty profitable. And I went, profitable? No.
Yeah. For them.
Profitable in terms of a profit to my stash, not a profit to my wallet.
No, ma'am.
So,
I think this needs to be cut too.
Yep. We're going to be doing some cutting.
That's okay. I'm
This
okay with
is
that.
32 count Winter Sky from Lakeside.
And is this the called for? I do believe it is.
Let's just check, shall we? Absolute. It calls for vintage Winter Sky.
That's what that is.
You think that is this?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Check it. And
Okay, Pam, calm down.
and look at all these colors that are on thread rings.
Because I gave them to her. That is all the snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of pretty colors.
There's a lot of snow.
There's a whole heck of a lot of snow.
Yeah. This is going to be a long-term project.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
But it's really pretty, though.
it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive, as most praiseworthies are.
Correct.
And
I'll make you project cards for all these, too.
some I have project bags for.
No,
Yeah,
you have project bags. I mean project cards.
project cards, yeah. So, yeah. So, Winter at Beacon House, holy moly.
And I've seen people do praiseworthies, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody else stitching that recently or whatever.
No. And you know, that's what I love. I love.
She does. She does
I love
that.
stitching something no one else is stitching. And when she was going through, you know, we're still in the throes of organizing our charts.
Throws!
And I said, I've never seen it. You know, I would say to different charts, I've never seen anybody stitch that. So stitch it. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So this lovely bag, which was made for me by Katie, in here is another lovely project. And I think that one needs to be cut too. No. Yep.
You're going to have to look at each one now. We found so many. Mostly mine.
Yeah. Mostly hers.
Yeah.
Because I don't have even a project card for this. So it's fine.
Yeah. We've got time.
We have a week.
We've got a week.
Okay, so this is Daniel by Kathy Barrick. I bought these this year, and then I was like, I can't stop looking at them. And so...
Them meaning the other...
This...
Daniel and the other birds?
Thomas, yes.
Thomas, okay.
So this is Daniel. And I am doing everything as called for except my fabric count is 40, not 36. So I'm stitching this on 40 count sand from Picture This Plus. And anyone who is familiar with Kathy Barrick's charts knows that she likes to chart in needlepoint silk. So... I mean, yeah. Look how pretty that is. Mm-hmm. You guys.
Yep.
It's going to be gorgeous. So, very excited about it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's your last one. I have one left.
This is my last one.
And I have one left.
And then you have one left.
Yep.
This is in my beautiful, beautiful Beth bag.
Beth bag.
Beth lives up near Craft Gallery.
Yep.
Craft Gallery is her L&S, and she sells her bags at Craft Gallery. So...
You got that when you went up there for the sale, right?
I did. I had Paula set it aside.
Sure did.
It's got a cute little shape of the United States zipper pull.
Cool.
And in
We love
here,
a good zipper pull.
We do. And in here is Teresa Kogut, Land That I Love. And I actually saw the model getting ready to be framed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
At Craft Gallery the day I was up there.
And you took a picture and showed me. And
Yep.
Paula was like, only show Stephanie.
Only show Stephanie. They were very, very careful.
And I was like, what is that?
Right. Oh, boy. This one, I think, needs to be cut, too.
Yeah, more than likely.
You might as well clear off the dining room table. You've got so much cutting to do.
Pam.
This is going to be... Oh, it is in rings.
Yeah, because you did it today. But you
that's
put the
right.
overdyes on a ring.
Okay. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I've seen. We've seen Nicole Buckeyes, and we've seen Liz at Elizabeth Ann.
Yep.
And...
She's doing a blue, though.
Who is?
Elizabeth Ann.
Hers is blue?
Yes, Pam.
Oh, I didn't think so, but...
I'll show you. I'll show you the receipts after. Don't worry, Liz. I got your back.
This is on 32 count Joblin in Stonewashed from Under the Sea. So even though it looks beigey,
It's going to be so great.
imagine all those red, white, and blues
Popping off this light
popping
blue.
off this blue, man.
Heck yes.
And I
So
put
good.
the overdyes on rings. I did not put the
DMC.
on a ring. So this isn't every color, but it's the overdyed colors. So the reds are in DMC, so that's why you don't
We
see the
love
reds.
it.
So anyway, got multiples of some of these.
Yeah.
So that is my last Startober project. And by going through these with you, I see that I'm pretty well set, except we need to cut some fabric.
But that's fine. I can do that. No big deal.
Okay.
Okay, so my last one I'm going to show you is I have Daniel, so I can't leave his brother out. So this is Thomas. And yes, I'm going to stitch both of them. And I'm doing this like same as the other one, all in the called for needlepoint silk, using the called for fabric, but mine's 40 count, not 36. So this is 40 count Heartland from Picture This Plus. And a huge, huge, huge thank you to Kia for helping me make and by helping me, I mean she made them and I popped them out and wrote on them the thread drops for a lot of these projects back in July when we went there. So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lovely.
So, very excited. Now, I do have one thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone was actually counting, that was only 24. Because I have not decided what my final project is going to be. So, I am thinking that I'm going to put an Instagram poll up.
Oh, okay.
And have people vote.
Mm-hmm.
I'm between two projects, I think. And then I'll just see what the people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
One is a Heart and Hand, and one is a Hello from Liz Matthews. So there's a lot of pros and cons to both of them. I love them both, obviously. But I just don't know. I'm not pulled either one.
Okay.
So if someone was counting, please don't come at me because there's only 24. But I have a week.
That's right.
So I was comfortable at 24 for quite a while. And then I was like, well, I want to have the same number of starts every day.
Okay.
And plus organizing all of our stash, I'm like, oh, I gotta start that. I want to start that. I want to start that. So that is that. So, now we have not discussed this, Pam. But are we gonna never mind. I know how we're gonna do it. So when we're gonna post it, we're recording this now on Wednesday, a week before Whistle Stop. We're gonna post this video on Saturday. The Saturday before Whistle. So, the next video that you see, which will be technically tomorrow, is going to be regular schedule programming. The video that you'll see after Whistle Stop will A, more than likely be late, but B, will include showing you how much stitching we got done on all of these.
Right. Yeah.
We won't go through all of them in this detail like we did today, but we will make sure that you guys see how much progress we got on all of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See how it went.
So this has been so exciting. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was a little bit kerfuffled there, but at the same time, it's fun.
It's just us.
Right, exactly. So, I'm not going to do like a regular description box like we normally do. This is a special edition after all. So if you have any questions, first answer is go back and re-listen. And then if I still don't answer the question or Pam doesn't answer the question, then drop it in the comments and we will be happy to answer those questions for you.
Because this is outside our usual schedule. So
it sure is. But that's okay.
So that's going to do it.
Yeah. So we hope that your weekend is going well.
We hope your weekend is going well. And we hope you enjoyed seeing all of our starts.
We're so excited.
We're excited. It's been a real discipline to hold off. But
and this has been
sometimes you do need to be disciplined about your stitching.
And this has been such a light at the end of the tunnel of 2020.
Yeah.
And we might not be at the end of the tunnel quite yet, but it's been a light along the road. Okay.
Right. Yeah, it is.
So
okay.
I'm gonna go cut some fabric.
So
hopefully Pam lets me eat dinner first.
Yeah, we're gonna eat dinner and then
can I cut fabric?
You can do it whenever you want to between now and Wednesday.
Okay. Thanks.
She's just much better at it than me.
True.
So we're gonna see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
For a regular
FlossTube update.
FlossTube weekly update.
Yep.
And so in the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep
Stitchin'.
Stitchin'.
Bye.